The International Monetary Fund says despite the war, Ukraine's economy is showing remarkable resilience as it signs off on a $900 million loan.
Billionaire Elon Musk is in China to discuss the development of electric vehicles and connected cars.
Despite Russia's continued attacks on Ukrainian cities, the International Monetary Fund says the war-torn country's economy is showing remarkable resilience in the face of the aggression. Officials from the financial authority have signed off on an initial loan of $900 million and raised their estimates for the country's economic growth.
We have, as part of this review, upgraded our projection for GDP growth in 2023 to a range of +1% to +3%. Inflation is decelerating and the exchange rate has been stable in recent months. At the same time, the outlook remains subject to exceptionally high risks as the war continues.
Meanwhile, in Moscow, President Vladimir Putin has accused Ukraine of terrorist activity and of trying to intimidate Russian citizens following drone attacks on the Russian capital.
Как известно, киевский режим выбрал другой путь попыток запугивания России, запугивания граждан России и ударов по жилым зданиям. Это, конечно, явный признак террористической деятельности.
Elsewhere, repairs continue at one of Ukraine's nuclear facilities in the northeastern city of Kharkiv. The Institute of Physics and Technology was hit by Russian missiles last year. No radiation leaks were reported. However, the UN's atomic energy watchdog, the IAEA, is currently warning that the situation at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant remains fragile and extremely dangerous.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says the time is now for Sweden to join NATO, while calling on Turkey to back the country's bid. Sweden and neighboring Finland started seeking NATO membership after Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine began last year. Finland has since joined the alliance, while Sweden's accession is still waiting for Hungary and Turkey's approval.
From the perspective of the United States, the time is now to finalize Sweden's accession. Again, it's taken very significant steps to address very legitimate concerns. And I think in terms of its own qualifications for membership, from day one, it was qualified.
Turkey accuses Sweden of being too soft on groups Ankara considers to be terrorists, especially members of the Kurdish Workers' Party, a group it has outlawed. A series of Quran-burning protests in Stockholm has also caused controversy in Turkey. The U.S. administration and NATO's chief remain upbeat that before the alliance's summit in July, Sweden will be able to raise its flag, just like Finland, to mark its membership.
Troops from the NATO-led peacekeeping force KFOR have been bolstering up security around municipal buildings in northern Kosovo. Peacekeepers have sealed off the area where clashes with ethnic Serbs on Monday left 30 KFOR troops injured. At the heart of the unrest is a mayoral election. The violence has raised fears of instability in the Balkan hotspot and prompted NATO to announce that it will send another 700 more personnel.
KFOR, the NATO forces, will take all necessary actions to maintain a safe and secure environment for all citizens in Kosovo. And we will continue to act impartially in line with our United Nations mandate.
Behind the scenes, intensive diplomatic efforts are being made to take the heat out of the situation. Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić has called on ambassadors from the so-called Quint countries, France, Germany, Italy, the UK and the US, to guarantee the security of Serbs in Kosovo. Meanwhile, in a video message issued on Tuesday evening, Kosovo Prime Minister Albin Kurti insisted the mayors elected on April 23rd are the only ones with a legitimate right to be in the municipal buildings. The unrest has grown out of a confrontation that unfolded last week after ethnic Albanian officials elected in votes overwhelmingly boycotted by Serbs entered administrative buildings to take office. When Serbs tried to block them, Kosovo police fired tear gas to disperse the crowd. More violence followed when Serbs clashed with NATO peacekeepers.
For the first time in 3 years, billionaire and Twitter owner Elon Musk is in China, where he's meeting with government ministers, including Beijing's industry and foreign ministers. On the agenda, development of electric vehicles and connected cars, as his company Telsa is facing new competition from Chinese rivals. On Wednesday, Beijing's foreign minister told Musk that China will remain open to international businesses. The visit also comes as Telsa is set to open a new factory in Shanghai. Its current factory in the city produced more than 700,000 cars last year, more than half of the company's output.
Southern EU member states are increasingly concerned by drought in their territories. They say it's significantly impacting their agriculture sector. Some of the most affected countries are requesting the mobilization of funds from the bloc's so-called agricultural reserve, a pot of 450 million euros meant to support farmers in exceptional times.
En este año estamos viviendo, en el caso de España, una disminución superior al 30% desde el comienzo del año hidrológico de las precipitaciones. Eso tiene consecuencias directas, tiene consecuencias desde el punto de vista de la alimentación animal, de los pastos, tiene consecuencias también desde el punto de vista de las cosechas de invierno que no han podido completarse, tiene también consecuencias sobre las cosechas de primavera que no han podido en algún caso sembrarse y tiene también consecuencias sobre el regadío que tiene un menor rendimiento.
A report originally presented by Portugal and also on behalf of France, Italy and Spain to EU agriculture ministers paints a worrying picture for the future. At the end of April, 21.6% of the EU's territory was in a warning situation, with 3.2% in an alert situation. Portugal and Spain are paying the highest toll for the lack of rain, but Baltic and Scandinavian countries are also experiencing drier than usual soil. Between October 2022 and April 2023, Spain faced a rainfall shortage 24% below the average, while in France 26 departments out of 101 are at high risk of drought by the end of summer this year. In Portugal, the drought situation had a negative impact on agricultural activities across more than 40% of its mainland territory, as well as in Italy, where drought and flooding have damaged animal farming, vineyards, cereal crops, and fruit and vegetable production. The reduction in river flow levels is also causing salt wedge estuaries to rise from the sea in the Po Delta in northern Italy, making the waters unusable for agricultural needs.
Elizabeth Holmes has reported to prison to begin her 11-year sentence for defrauding investors in her blood-testing Silicon Valley startup Theranos. Once billed as the world's youngest self-made billionaire, Holmes falsely claimed, along with her former romantic and business partner Ramesh Sunny Balwani, that the company's technology could quickly scan for diseases and other problems with a few drops of blood. Balwani is already serving a 13-year prison sentence.
Hello from Sweden. Hello. We are from Cyprus.
Fans from all over Europe are in Budapest for the Europa League Cup final on Wednesday between Seville and Rome. Of course, most of them will be from Spain and Italy. Organisers have set up a fan zone in the heart of the city at Hero Square, where people can gear up for the match.
I came to watch UEFA Europa League Cup final in Budapest, and I'm very happy about the organisation. I hope you're going to watch very nice football tomorrow. And I wish good luck for both of the Italian and Spanish teams.
I support Arsenal, but Arsenal are not in the Europa League final. But too bad. Rome is my second favourite team.
Thank you. Thank you. Forza Roma. Forza Roma!
Fans have been arriving in Budapest ahead of the final, enjoying the city and checking out the area around the Puskás Arena, where up to 60,000 fans will watch the game.
Coming here
kind of supporting football, watching a nice final and football quality here in Budapest for the first time. And of course, my heart has a Moroccan origin, so I'm going to go for Sevilla. You got two Moroccan players up there down there. You got Bono, the goalkeeper, and Nassiri, so the striker. You've got these two good players.
The match is due to kick off at 9 p.m. Central European Time.
Egyelőre nem sok mozgás látszódik itt a budapesti Puskás arénánál, de az előkészületek már zajlanak a szerdai Europa Liga mérkőzés előtt, amelyre több tízezer szurkolót várnak. A foci drukkerek még a város turizmusát is fellendítik. Senuda Nóra, Euronews, Budapest.
Archaeologists in Pompeii, Italy have found the remains of another 3 victims of the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. The skeletons have been uncovered at the site of an ancient Roman bakery. 2 women apparently tried to hide there with their 3 to 4-year-old child.
Il ritrovamento di 3 vittime dell'eruzione ha messo insieme tutta una squadra di archeologi, antropologi, vulcanologi, sismologi, archeobotanici che lavorano insieme per cavare il massimo dei dati da questi rinvenimenti.
Recent discoveries have been made thanks to the Great Pompeii project launched in 2012. Over 100 million euros have been put into the conservation and excavation of the ancient Roman city, buried by ash and pumice from the volcanic eruption.